So, hello YouTube. Anybody that's ever made a video before and tried to post it to this platform, I'm pretty sure they've experienced kind of what I just went through. I did an intro, started talking whatever, started doing whatever, then realized that the whole thing that I was doing was stupid and just threw it all away. So now we're doing basically a completely different thing than what we started doing, but whatever. Now we're going. So I was going to make a video about getting this engine from the Mustang on the engine stand and getting everything together, but instead I went ahead and got it on the engine stand and said to heck with it. So what we've got here is supposedly a built 302. I don't think so at all. I don't know if it turns over. I don't know really much of anything about it. There are a couple of good things, and I'll take you off the stand and show you. There is an Edelbrock Performer intake, I think is the name of it. Let's see. Yeah, Performer 289. Again, this motor may actually be a 289. I don't know. Guy I got it from claims it's a 302, and until I actually take everything off of it, I won't know until then. So I've got it out of the car. Got that done. Sorry, it's a weird noise. Oh, it's the cat under the trailer. Okay, anyway, back to what we're talking about. So guy said it was a built 302. I don't know. Like I said, Edelbrock intake. It had the crappiest carburetor ever sitting on it. I actually taped it up. This is a Quadrajet. I said it's pretty rough shape. Some of the ears are busted off of it right there, things like that. Again, I truly do not know what this motor is or really anything about it. Had this carburetor intake. It did have these headers on it, which is kind of cool. They're cheap, but hey, headers. Had this weird amalgamation of like choked down exhaust. It's just awful. Like I said, I don't know. It's kind of a mystery to me. My intention is to go ahead and tear this thing a little bit farther down. I'm gonna take the valve covers off, coil off. I'm gonna strip it down, clean it up, and try to see what it is. Looks like we had a exhaust leak right there, but I don't know. So let me set you back on the tripod here, and we'll start going over a few more things. Okay, so we're back on the stand. All of this stuff is essentially junk to me at this point. They'll never go back in this car. I still haven't exactly told y'all my plans for that as of yet, but I promise you it doesn't include any of this. If I were to ever use this motor again, it would be in either like a T-bucket, something like that. Maybe even another weird like hot rod swap. But like I said, for right now, we have no use for all this stuff. So go ahead and take it all apart, see what we've got, and go from there. Like I said, we don't need any of this stuff here. Get our fuel line out of the way. Essentially, this whole harness can be thrown in the trash. Low pressure sending unit. temperature thermostat. Ha! Weight reduction. Yeah, we have no use for this now. And please keep in mind, I'm not an advocate for just clipping and just throwing away, but on something like this, I really have no other use for any of it, so it's the only thing that makes sense really at the time. But see if we can actually get these off. See what this thing is. Now, I've messed with quite a few Fords in the past. Never got to do a ton of engine work, so we may just be wasting time by doing this. But you know, it's kind of the theme of this channel. I like to take things apart and kind of learn how they work. And if there's nothing under here, great. If there is, even better. So, that is incredibly interesting. These are 351 heads, which is awesome. Check this out. Take you off the stand. Right there. 351. That's incredible. All the valve springs look okay. I don't see anything crazy going on there. All the journals look fine. Push rods look straight. That's awesome. So I'm gonna take a brief intermission and call Zane because he's not gonna believe this. But I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, so I know I turned the camera off and all that stuff because I was excited. I'm sorry. I don't want you to see me like, that's kind of what happened. So after arguing back and forth with Zane some, not actually arguing, just talking, we looked it up. These are in fact 351 heads on a 302 block. So although it may not be like built, it's old school hot rod built, which is cool. It's actually really cool. Like I said before, you know, I didn't hear the motor run, didn't know nothing about it. It's a V8 and it's a Ford, so it's probably a 302. Guy didn't lie to me. I mean, it's actually a built motor, which is kind of cool. Got the Edelbrock intake, it's got 351 heads, it's got 351 headers. So from what we were reading on the forums and from some of the other people that we were talking to, the reason that you would keep this setup like this, I had heard about them in the past. You know, my dad, he's got a big block Galaxy. My grandpa always had Galaxies, Fairlanes, Mustangs. This is actually the second 67 that I've had. But again, the last one I had, we just put a 302 out of a truck in and whatever. But anyway, I'd heard about these in the past, you know, shop class kids, whatever that was, shop class kids would take, you know, low buck projects. They would take 302 block, 351 heads, 351 intake, therefore gaining the top end of the 351, maintaining the low end torque and everything of the 302. Well, then people started using them to race with, and they would keep the same idea. You know, they would, you know, bigger heads, bigger ports, bigger, you know, everything better airflow, more power. Well, using the, you know, 289, 302 intake on the 351 heads like that, kind of, I don't want to say it chokes it down, but it keeps it a little bit more tame, essentially. This would be a really good stoplight to stoplight motor. Granted, that is if everything inside of it's still okay. I don't know. I don't have a place to really tear it down yet. But now that I know it is actually what the dude said it was, I may have to be a little bit more excited about keeping it. Like I said, there is a T-bucket. It's a 27 like roadster type just over that mountain over there, into Tennessee, and that would be really cool. Build something and race against Zane's, which he's got like a $40,000 head start on me, but I mean, what could it hurt, I guess. Anyway, I guess that's kind of be it for now. It's the sun's going down over the mountain over there, so it's starting to get pretty cold. But you know, thank you for watching. If you see something that you like, you know, feel free to comment, subscribe, or if you have any information on this kind of setup, if you've done it before, or your dad's done it, or you know, uncle or something, you know, please let me know, and let's talk about it, because I would love to learn more. I guess any hot rod guy or car guy in general loves to learn more about cars, I guess. But anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.